DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. This video is about narrowing your focus. This is especially important these days in the world that we live in, where everybody has information, everybody has knowledge, everybody is sharing something, everybody's saying something, everybody's doing something, at least if you let them tell it on their social medias. How do you stay focused? How can you find your focus? Not even staying focused. Some of y'all ain't even, you got to get focused in the first place to stay focused. How do you avoid and stay away from that distraction? Here's a simple thing that I do. I'll tell you, just when it comes to business, for example, like being an entrepreneur, we, all of us, could get information from so many different people. Man, how many people out there telling you how much money they made launching this product, and they did this process, and they used this kind of sales funnel, and they used this idea right here, and then this person telling you they did that, and that person telling you they did that. If you followed every single person who told you that they were making a certain amount of money, making a certain number of sales, they got this great result, that great result, and if you changed up every time you heard somebody else with new information on how to sell things on the internet, for example, I'll use that as an example because that's what I do, you would never get anything done, because every 5 minutes you'd be changing your process. Every time somebody told you somebody new, oh, this person made 20 grand in a day, this person made 3 million in a month, this person made $100,000 on their launch, you would never get started with anything. So here's what I do. When it comes to business, you follow 3 to 5 people. When it comes to any type of topic, actually, it could be if you play ball, if you're in the dating game, if you're building a business, if you're an online coach, if you're what's something else you could be doing? If you're an entrepreneur, if you're selling things on the internet, if you're writing books, if you sell cars, whatever it is that you do, you're a tattoo artist, you're building a restaurant, whatever you're doing, find 3 to 5 people, ideally about 3. If you really need to take in a lot of information, you go to 5, but ideally 3 people that you could follow on any specific subject, and don't follow anybody else. Follow those 3. I'm not saying you can't follow them on social media, but the people that you get all your information from, pick 3 to 5 people. That's it. And then take in everything that person put out. So if they got a book, read all of their books and read them twice. If they have courses, get the courses. They put videos on the internet, go back through their back catalog and watch everything they ever put out. Listen to every episode they ever had in their podcast. And this is the stuff that I do. The people that I follow, I go back and listen to everything they put out before I even knew who they were. When I find out about them, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna mess with this guy right here. And they on podcast episode number 500. I go back to episode number 1 and I listen to every episode they ever put out. Why? Because I decided I'm gonna hitch my wagon to this person's knowledge. I'm gonna hitch my wagon to this person's intellectual property. And this way, here's what it does for me. It helps me stay away from the distraction of taking in too much information from too many different people. I just focus on this person, everything that they're doing, because my trust, my buy-in is that this person's information is going to give me comprehensively everything that I need to know in this particular area. So here's where you have to be careful in vetting who you're going to get your knowledge from. You have to decide who's the person that I feel, this is you talking, that I feel knows enough on this subject that if I take in everything that they said, I will have everything that I need, to where you don't need to go look at 10 other people's stuff, or you don't need to go get a second and a third opinion from other people after you heard from what that person said. Whatever that person said, you're gonna go do it. You're just following that person and that's it. It's kind of like, it's not kind of like, you're making a commitment. It's like I heard somebody say, when you go to the mall and you park your car in a parking spot and you get out and start walking to the mall, you don't go back to the car and get in your car, go get in a different parking spot. You're in that parking spot, you're there. You get in a relationship, you're with that person, you're there, you're committed. So whatever you're gonna do, just make your commitment to that person and their knowledge and their information, and get into their world and go deep into their world. The biggest challenge that many of us have these days is that we skim the surface. We get a little bit of information from this person, then a little bit from that person, a little bit from that person. And before you know it, you're taking the information from like 20 different people. They all saying 20 different things for the same outcome. And now you're confused because you don't know which one to listen to. So on Monday, you're gonna listen to this person on subject A. Then on Tuesday, you listen to a different 3 people on subject B. Then on Wednesday, it's 4 different people on subject C. And now you're the one who's confused because you can't decide who you're actually going to listen to long term when it comes to certain information on certain topics. So here's what you're going to do. I'm gonna tell you again, pick 3 to 5 people on whatever specific subject you're focused on right now in your life, or subjects, plural, and don't listen to anybody else. You can be entertained by other people. You could grab a little nugget or two from other individuals, but you got to hitch your wagon to somebody so you don't drown in the soup of information. Everybody's heard of shiny object syndrome, right? I was just talking to a business partner of mine, and they were giving me all this information on some other way that we could do some other things that we got going on. They're like, well, this person did this and this, and they're telling me all this stuff that this person did. And I'm like, I never even heard of this individual that they're telling me about. This person that they put out a product and they made all this money, and y'all know how it is these days. And I said to them, listen, I don't doubt that this person is great. I don't doubt that whatever their numbers they said they made this much money, they probably did. Okay, maybe they made twice as much and they're being modest. But the thing is, we can't get caught up in shiny information syndrome. That's what people have these days. Shiny information syndrome. It's not even an object now. It's just information. Oh, this person did this. This person did that. This person's doing this. This person's doing that. And then before you know it, again, you don't even remember who you are or what your program is. You don't even have a program, because every time you hear somebody else's program, you go change yours up. That can't happen. That's not sustainable. It's not going to work long term. So everybody got the point of what I'm giving you here. And this message is hitch your wagon to a few people who you believe are knowledgeable enough to give you everything you need on the subject, and don't move. Don't change up. All right, stay there, grow roots with that person's information, and that's where you're at. And as far as that person can take you, giving you everything that you need, then that's as far as you need to go. They're going to give you everything that you're going to need at that point. They should be far enough ahead of you that if you even catch up to them, you will be in a pretty damn good space. And combine that with what you learn and what you do, then maybe you could become the expert yourself. So all that said, if you have not yet gotten your free copy of my newest book, it's called The Third Day, The Decision That Separates the Pros from the Amateurs. And let me tell you something about that book and how it relates to this topic right here, is that book will help you understand the concept of focusing. It's about discipline. It's about the mental toughness of showing up and doing the work when you don't really feel like doing the work, which is a challenge for all of us. And it's something that gets really hard to do when you decided to focus, when you decided to grow roots. And this is where I'm at. I'm not moving from this spot. I'm not moving off this square. That can be a challenge. It sounds fun at first when you're first starting out, but you're going to come into those dog days, those long days, those challenging days. What are you going to do in that moment? You're going to enact the principles and the ideas that I'm going to share with you in my book, The Third Day. I'm going to give you a free copy of the book. I've already paid for the book. All you're going to do is cover the shipping. Okay, the book is free. You're just going to cover the shipping. Go to thirddaybook.com. The link is down below in the description. Thirddaybook.com. I've already paid for your copy of the book. All you're going to do is cover the shipping, and I'm going to ship you a physical copy of the book to your doorstep wherever you are. And we have options. You want to get more than one. You want to get a hardcover. You want to get an autographed book. We got options for all of that as well worldwide. And send me a text. And if you want to get my daily motivation, I send a daily motivation text out every day to everybody in my text community. That's completely free of charge. All you got to do is send me a text right now. My number is 305-384-6894. Again, 305-384-6894. Every morning I send out a daily motivation text. If you want to get that text, just hit me by text right now, and you'll be getting that text every day. And you can ask me questions, share challenges. I do respond to my text message. I know I respond to comments. I respond to everything. So if y'all just hit me on that text right there, every day I spend a few minutes just going through my text and responding to people in there. And even if you don't ask me a question, you're going to get my daily motivation. So that's, again, 305-384-6894. Work on your game. Dre all day.